Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. Of course, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. This is a reminder to go and check out the newly launched TipRanks TV, where you can find all of our regular great content, plus some exclusive originals as well. So head on over to tipranks.com/TV. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are back slightly into the red this morning, while U.S. oil prices have topped $116 for the first time in a decade. Currently, the Dow futures are down 0.08%, S&P 500 futures down 0.14%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.24%. According to a report published by Reuters, e-commerce giant Amazon plans on shutting all 68 of its pop-up shops, bookstores, and outlets across the US and UK. With this move, the company aims to focus on a department store concept and its grocery markets. Commenting on the development was Wedbush securities analyst Michael Pachter, who said Amazon was right to forego the niche market of brick-and-mortar book shoppers, as bad a match as electric car maker Tesla opening gas stations. Analysts unanimously rate the stock a strong buy with an average upside of 38%. Netflix has agreed to acquire Finland-based mobile games developer Next Games. Michael Verdu, Netflix's vice president of games, said that the Next Games acquisition would expand Netflix's internal game studio capabilities. He said, "While we're just getting started in games, I am confident that together with Next Games, we'll be able to build a portfolio of world-class games that will delight our members across the world." The Netflix stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 35%. Software company Palantir Technologies has entered into a global strategic partnership with technical professional services firm Jacob. They'll work to develop data-driven technology solutions for the infrastructure and national security markets. The partnership will initially focus on the water sector, with the launch of a joint data analytics offering to support public and private sector clients in solving their water infrastructure problems by aggregating and analyzing plant data. The Palantir stock currently comes in with a moderate sell rating overall, with an upside potential of 9%. And the board of directors of the MGM Resorts International have approved a $2 billion share buyback program. MGM Resorts communicated that it can start buyback under the $2 billion plan only after completing its previously authorized $3 billion repurchase program. This plan was authorized in February of 2020 and has been exhausted to the extent of $2.5 billion through a buyback of 60 million shares. Their CFO said that we remain committed to our capital allocation strategy and continue to believe that returning cash to shareholders is a highly productive use of our capital. They're currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 32%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the pre-market this morning, we'll be hearing from Best Buy, Burlington Coats, and Kroger. And in the after hours, we'll hear from companies like Costco, Broadcom, and Marvell Technology. Last night, we heard from Snowflake. They came out with strong results for their fourth quarter, but the stock is tumbling based on disappointing future guidance. One of the most expensive cloud software stocks, Snowflake posted revenue of $383.8 million, which was up 101% and ahead of Wall Street estimates. Earnings per share came in with a loss of 43 cents, and the company reported a $132 million net loss, narrowing from almost $199 million in the year earlier quarter. Snowflake's CEO said that the quarter was exceptional, but he conceded that revenue beat guidance by a little less than in other recent quarters. Analysts currently rate the stock a strong buy with an average upside of 45%. We also heard from ChargePoint Holdings, who did have a wider than expected loss, but revenues that beat expectations. For the quarter, they incurred a loss of 23 cents per share against the street's loss estimate of 15 cents per share, but the loss did decline significantly from the year-ago quarter's loss of $5.31 per share. Their total revenues generated during the quarter grew 90% year-over-year, coming in at $80.7 million, beating the consensus estimates of $76.77 million. Their stock is rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 88%. And we also heard from Victoria's Secret, coming in with better than expected results. They reported quarterly net sales of $2.18 billion, up 4% year-over-year, and surpassing analyst estimates of $2.14 billion. Their earnings declined over 15% year-over-year to $2.70 per share, but did surpass the consensus estimates of $2.63 per share. They're currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 32%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Samsara. Their first earnings report as a publicly traded company came out with better than expected results. Under the ticker IoT, the stock is currently up over 12%. They're followed by Pure Storage under the ticker PSTG. Their stock is up over 11%, also following their earnings report. And Signify Health under the ticker SGFY. Their stock is up 9.6%, also following their fourth quarter earnings. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Snowflake following their earnings report last night. Under the ticker SNOW, SNOW, the stock is down over 20.5%. They're followed by Rush Street Interactive under the ticker RSI. Their stock is down nearly 17% following their Q4 loss. And Burlington Stores under the ticker BURL, their earnings report came out just this morning while we were chatting here and are currently down 13%. So that is going to be everything for Thursday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you back here next time.